Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our third season in career mode, we are going to be completing race 26 of 36, the Chevy Rock and Roll 400 at Richmond International Raceway. In the last episode, we were at Darlington and led most of that race and battled a little bit for the lead, but we won it, getting, I think, our 5th win of the season, or no, I think that was our 6th one. Let's click right here. That was our 6th win of the season, 10th win of the career, and right now we are off to a 132-point lead over Tony Stewart. Now, I think I would have, been still beneath 100 points if I hadn't screwed Tony Stewart out of getting a good finish at Bristol. I finished in 2nd place because there's still that to think about. But Richmond, the last time we went to Richmond, I lost the race because of lap traffic, and well, I probably sucked a good bit too. But I don't want that to happen this time. I don't know if the qualifying is going to be more difficult yet because, sometimes the qualifying can amp it up a bit, but unless qualifying is more difficult, then we should be able to win Richmond this time, as long as I don't go crashing into lap traffic. But yeah, just a few allies here and there. One of them's fantasy drivers, and we got a rival that's still a fantasy driver, freaking Earl Hall from Daytona at the beginning of the season. But using Kamikaze Games paint scheme tonight, can I finally win in this car? I don't think I've won in this paint scheme just yet, but let's go to race weekend. Quick select the chassis, engine, and body. The chassis is fresh and the body is fresh. The engine is used from the last episode. Car rating of 80. That is great. That's probably like 5 better than it was last time we went to Richmond. So let's just go over there and just win this freaking race. My setup whenever I got here was 1 turn of wedge and 25 PSI. Something about that sounds very, very tight. So I downed the tire pressure by 5. I think I'll put it back whenever we're done with it. I just want to have some good grip in qualifying, and yeah, this is coming out to be a really tight race car, but the thing is, it's gotten so many upgrades that I'm guessing it's supposed to feel like this. At least that's why it was set up like that. Wow, 23rd on the first lap. I mean, I did turn down the tire pressure, so this car can only be so much more loose, but man, it's just not wanting to turn that well. I might want to keep the freaking tire pressure on 20 at this rate, because I want my car to at least be this good throughout the run. Or maybe I should actually turn down the wedge and put it back to 25 PSI. I'm not sure. Okay, we got the pole. I was hoping for that. We'll be starting on the inside of Tony Stewart. I saw he did the same thing last time he came here. Battling for the lead with a couple drivers at the last Richmond race. See Bobby Labonte behind us in what I believe to be his NASCAR racer scheme. But yeah, my setup is now 0.5 turns of wedge instead of just 1 with 25 PSI. So the tires should really last well, as we're going to lead the first lap of the race, and I'll get back to you guys whenever either these other guys behind me start battling me, or I guess whenever we have to take pit stops, something like that. Ow. I thought the car was going to turn because I was slowing down and stuff, but nah. Well, Ricky Rudd goes down, and, well, Tony Stewart's not going down, so not the leaders, but a leader is going down. But, the tire wear on this thing, it's, I'm going down like freaking almost 85 miles an hour, and this damn thing is just still sending it up the track. It was good in the first half of the run, and the second half has just got to the point where it doesn't matter what I do, this car just refuses to turn on entry, and on exit I have to shift down to 3rd gear to get to do anything I want. But we're about to reach the halfway point, so I'm going to go ahead and head down pit road this time. Got someone entering the track. Almost hit the wall off the corner, even though I was taking a pretty good exit. Okay, so slow it down. Okay, let's not be too slow, though. Okay, 70 miles an hour and good pit road entry. Hopefully I didn't really lose any time in that situation, but yeah, there's no real damage to repair. We'll get 4 tires, a full tank of fuel. Once again, 0.5 turns of wedge and 25 PSI. If I turn down the tire pressure, the tires are going to wear even faster. If I turn them up, then the car is just not even going to want to turn entering a corner whenever I get on the track. So it's going to be a lot better once we get off pit road, but it's not going to last. Also, Ward Burton and Kenny Wallace, their cars would not exit their pit stalls. That was weird. I saw Ward Burton, and I noticed Kenny Wallace behind him was taking some time, but they just stopped. I don't know if they were waiting for me or what. It has to have been a really fast pit stop. I wasn't looking at the time or anything, but go right back onto the track. And if I try to stay on the apron, I'll probably get loose and spin the darn thing. We're going to go into turn 3 wide. Turn 3 wide. I don't know. Kevin LePage down here. Well, not Kevin LePage. Scott Wimmer, or Stan Barrett, whoever the hell drives that car. I always confuse Stan Barrett with Scott Wimmer's name for whatever reason. Oh, the overseer on fresh tires is going to cause me to just destroy Tony Stewart. But yeah, Ricky Rudd, he pitted a couple laps early, so it makes sense that he comes off in front of us. That's not a position that we shouldn't be able to gain. With the double negative JC, that actually made sense though. Okay, gotta pass Joe Nemechek, but this car won't stop oversteering. Come on, man, I get fresh tires. That don't mean head into the freaking pit wall. Well, you can hit the outside wall instead. This car's such a bitch. It's like, oh, you don't want to do that? Well, you do this instead. Oh my gosh. This is gonna take some time at this rate because now he's getting away. And I have to pass these cars. Him pitting early should give me the advantage toward the end of the race because my tires will still be a little fresh. Joe Nemechek is racing me hard, leaving all kinds of dents and scratches on my car, you idiot. I don't know. But Ricky Rudd is still got cars he's battling with up there. The leader is behind us. Okay, Jeremy Mayfield. Yeah, I saw him whenever I came off pit road. Apparently he's not pitted yet. He's just trying to use some stupid strategy so he can lead some laps in the line of finishing like shit for staying out so long. Jack Sprague pounds the outside wall like a motherfucker for no reason. Okay, I saw that in my mirror. We're gaining on Greg Biffle, Christian Fittipaldi, I think Kyle Petty. Maybe that's who it is up there. But no, that's no, it's a fancy car. I couldn't even tell. Blue, white, and red car, but you got all these freaking lap cars I have to pass. And once I do that, then I can actually think about passing Ricky Rudd. If you just give me some room, but it's EA Sports, they don't want to give me anything. And they'll give Ricky Rudd room, they ain't gonna give me anything. Okay, get off of me, get out of the way. You have no reason to race me. I'm in third place. I ain't the leader yet. And even if I was the leader, that's just messed up. We ain't gonna pull no Ricky Stenhouse Jr. simulator over here. So now I get past Hermie Sadler. Then Christian Fittipaldi. Sitting hard into turn one. Trying to avoid making any more contact than I already have. Okay, so we've gotten that taken care of. Ricky Rudd is just ahead. I swear, if this race winds up being more difficult to win than necessary because of these lap cars, or, I don't know, Ricky Rudd not dealing with that much tire wear even though he pit much earlier than me. And we also have Jeremy Mayfield. You better head down pit road at some point because that'd be stupid. And the game never really does that. If they haven't taken a pit stop, then they take their pit stop. But the fact that he's able to go to lap 29 is freaking retarded, man. What the heck? Okay, thank you. That was lap 30 for him, not lap 29. So it's still like 30 laps. Like I can barely get mine to like, what, 23 laps maybe? 24? That's a lot of conservation. And even if there was conservation, then he would have been so far behind from driving slower laps. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this game is doing. I mean, Ricky Rudd just got by Chase Montgomery, and as did I. I'm trying to pass him. Oh, not yet, not really. I'm just trying to gain the time so I can be close enough to actually make the move. But he's blocking me, and my closing rate is not that good. Okay, we both kind of overdrove turn 3. Trying to arc it back down and make some kind of crossover on him. Got a good run down the front stretch, and around him we go. Also, Jerry Nadeau. Okay, turn the car. Oh, he got his nose back down underneath me. We're having a side-by-side battle for the lead of Richmond, and this is way too intense for me to handle. I'm on the outside at short track, so now I got to make the pass all over again, don't I? Jerry Nadeau pull up in front of me. Now I've got to get back down underneath him. I'm going to win this race. I feel like I had a better chance of winning it last time than I do right now. I don't know if it's just how the car is set up and me not being able to adjust to it. It's too tight. I won't finish the fucking corner. I feel like it should be able to, but I just don't want to. Ay. Ricky Rudd, you have more worn tires than me. Fall off. Golly, man. Like, I hate how much he's having better control of his car throughout this freaking tire wear and shit. I mean, I was able to catch him just because I probably have fresher tires. He was keeping up with me throughout the entirety of that first run. You see in the mirror every single freaking clip. Yeah, he pits 2 laps earlier than me. You know that he's going to come out in front of me. So I come back and it's only 2 laps. So in the end, all that really matters is how I drive. It's just if I could pass him and then not get pinned to the outside wall by this car not wanting to turn, that'd be great. But this race is almost over, by the way. Come on. Go back to back. Have I ever gone back to back in this career yet? I don't know if I have. Maybe I did one time and I forgot about it. I'm trying to make the pass, but because of that, I overdrive the corner. You figure, like, making a pass that early, like, I was making the pass, like, just before the turn began, that it would be good enough for me to actually be able to take the turn right afterwards. But no, I don't know how to pass him. I don't know what to do. Okay, get on the brakes. Fancy driver right here. Gotta mash the freaking brakes long enough just to... Stupid fancy driver! Get out from the outside of me. Dang it, get out of the way! What the fuck? I'm over here over-braking the corner and shit, but I can't go anywhere because he's pinning me to the bottom. And now Ricky Rudd is going to the outside and just letting him get checked up, I guess. It'd be nice if you would pass him and keep battling me for the win so we have an even more better YouTube video. But I guess I'm not destined to have YouTube videos that great. Okay. Now we're getting to the whole shifting into third gear thing. The freaking front tires are in the red. That doesn't surprise me. All the hard braking I just been doing trying to complete this pass and did not overshoot the corners. Well, I don't know about Ricky Rudd keeping up because his tires are more worn than mine, like I keep on saying. I got all these lap cars up here that I probably won't be able to deal with. Golly, this thing just doesn't want to turn anymore. But white flag is out, and I'm surprised we didn't just take the lead at some point and then wind up skipping to the end. We literally battled for the lead for just several laps, just non-stop ever since we came off pit road. All the lap cars, and then the big gap that he had on me just because of when he took his pit stop. And after all that, you know, kind of just cycles out with him the same distance behind me that he was before pit stops happened. So yeah, we were just kind of neck and neck in that second half of the race. All right, let's do some donuts. The richest of donuts, wealthy donuts. Kamikaze. What do I call your donut? Dill nuts. Dill nut. His name is Dylan. So like Dill. I don't fucking know, man. Tomorrow we are going to New Hampshire International Speedway for the Sylvania 300, race 27 of 36, where I'll be using Dale Reynolds' paint scheme for the first time in a long time with the actual right number decal colors. Kept on doing black and white with like MDK's car, but it's actually just the opposite of what Kamikaze has, the red and white on the side and then white and red on top. That'll also be the last race of our Coca-Cola sponsorship. I don't know if we're going to renew it after that race or get a new sponsor that will have us like completely different colors and paint schemes and stuff for season 4. Could be a package sponsor, which means the paint schemes are already made for us and it's just something that's already in the game and we just take the ride. Tony Stewart, he was 132 back and now it's 147, so we gained 15 points on him. I'm guessing he finished like 4th, not 3rd, because he did run in 3rd almost the entire race, but gained more points than I thought we would. And then again, Tony Stewart, I don't think he ever led any laps during the race, so I mean, maybe I just have that much of an advantage over him with him getting 3rd. Ricky Rudd is all the way back in 11th place, so we're battling for the win with somebody that's not even in the top 10 in points. I don't know how he was just that strong during the race. I mean, every now and then he's battling for the win and stuff like that, but it's just weird like how he's always that far back. Ricky Rudd made some clean passes on him, so he's got the +2 ally thing. And then really nothing else changed here. I guess Johnny Benson and Kevin Harvick maybe. We got some work in team management to do, I'm sure. Shop additions. Wheel balancer finished the washing machine looking thing, you remember that. So that means we can now buy the engine shop expansion and get +10 engine power. See, they wouldn't let us buy this because we didn't have a wheel balancer, which at first it does make sense because it's not even an engine product, but they want us to have better grip before we even just upgrade our power again. So for 12 races, that's not going to be arriving until like 3 races into next season. Maybe that's not correct. I'm not sure. Yeah, because you're 3 + 9. So, wow, $9 million. That is almost my entire bank account. Oh my gosh. We have 4.62 million. We had like 13. Wow, that just really changed. Okay, now let's go into the garage, go ahead and overhaul this, which will bring tire grip to 81, 78 to 81, and tire wear up just 1. Okay. And for 2 races, $727,000. I'm going to be spending a lot of money in this episode. We're not done just after getting the shop edition, but we can still afford it because we just have such a big bank account. So we've been doing a good job. And we should also consider start building something because we just had that shop edition finished being made, so that should help us out. So yeah, for 9 races to really build something good, $527,000. We'll build that. 87 and then 80, did it say, or 90? Yeah, it was 80. I thought it said 90. I was getting numbers mixed up. And then for engines, we got 3 races left until this is done being built. So I think I should just take this and, well, I guess just repair it, and then we'll get rid of the other one once we've used it a couple times. So yeah, 2 races, $318,000. Am I going to have like under $1 million after I'm done with just all this equipment stuff? I guess so. We can get a new sponsorship and hopefully they can pay us well and I can meet their obligations. And this one, we'll just go ahead and overhaul that. Will increase the drafting by 1, so I guess it's worth it. I mean, with my low bank account, I don't think so. $627,000. So yeah, that'll bring me down to like 2.5 or 2.4 million. And then I have to start building something right now too. So for 9 races, 82 and 80. And this is 82 and 80. So yeah, I still haven't really done anything to make my bodies better. But this, I don't know if it's worth it to build a new body right now. We'll think about it. I mean, I've already spent enough money as it is. 2.42 million, yeah. And sponsorship, yeah, 1 race remaining on Coca-Cola. And then Outback is going to be staying with us until like the very beginning of next season, apparently. We're actually, I think, the last race of this season. Because, yeah, it's 10 races. And, yeah, the same thing for the associate. And we just signed this Coca-Cola sponsor. That's almost 2 full seasons with them. Of course, your sponsorship kind of comes to an end if you get a package sponsor. Then it's like, the package only goes on primary. So if you sign a package sponsor with all the other sponsors on the other ones, then they all just go away, which is interesting. Which means if I got a package sponsor after race 27, then it would only last me to like race 27 of our next season. I would just have a different paint scheme for like the last 9 races or something like that. But see you next time. That's that, and episode over.